In 1998, this winner became Chief Executive of ActionAid and is credited with transforming the organization into one of the world's foremost international development NGOs. In 2003, he became Director of the United Nations Millennium Campaign, playing a pivotal role in building the global advocacy campaign for the achievement of the Millennium Development Goals. Since 2010, he's been Secretary General of Amnesty International, the first Indian to lead the organization, with a solid track record in mobilizing people, civil society, governments, and international organizations in the fight for people's rights and dignity. He believes it's a misconception that human rights are given from the West to developing countries. For him, the idea of basic human rights, the right to education and free expression, is deeply embedded. And tonight, he's the Asian Awards Public Servant of the Year.
And the winner, as you've seen, an amazing deserving winner, is Salil Shetty.
Salil Shetty became involved in campaigning for human rights when growing up in Bangalore, with his mother active in women's groups and his father with the Dalit movement. His home became a hub for local and national activists. An Indian international, he earned distinction in his Masters of Science in Social Policy and Planning from the London School of Economics.
Thank you. In my last job with the United Nations, I was in a similar evening event with Kofi Annan, my previous boss. And he started and he was facing an audience like you who were very tired. It was late in the evening and he said, well, I've got two versions given to me by my speechwriters. One is a short version and one is a long version. Everybody was hoping, of course, he's going to read the short version. And he said, I'm really in a dilemma, so since I can't make up my mind, I'm going to read both versions. So he said, the short version is thank you, and the long version is thank you very much. He left. Thank you, Asian Awards. There's no question that Asians can be proud of a lot of things. We've seen some amazing Asians here today. Unfortunately, we can't say the same about our track record in human rights in many of the Asian countries. We are a set of countries, if you think of a mental map, if you do a tour of Pakistan, Bangladesh, India, just even South Asia, what you can see is a great deal of discrimination, violence, and really a criminal justice system which is not able to deliver the rule of law. So we have a lot of work to do in Asia when it comes to human rights. And I'm hoping that, Edmund Burke had said at one point that all that is required for evil to triumph is for good men and women to do nothing. But Amnesty International was formed 50 years ago. We now have more than 3 million members and supporters who said and who are continuing to say, we are not going to do nothing. We believe that we can make change happen. And I hope that you will join us in this fight for justice, in the fight for truth. I feel honored to be standing beside Amit Katrada here. He was telling me about the work that Amnesty International did, observing the Rivonia trials and standing with the anti-apartheid struggle. We fought for the release of Aung San Suu Kyi, but of course we need your support, and together we can stand for justice, we can stand for truth, and we can stand for human rights. Thank you very much.
The Asian Awards Shivas Public Servant of the Year goes to Salil Shetty.
The Video Hub.